The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, yo, yo! Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time it is. The Allen and DJ Show, man. And I'm Allen.
And this is your boy DJ.
Dirty, what's good, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I had a moment in the car, man. Man. So coming out of the gas station.
Okay.
Y'all could have told me this, Dirty. Why y'all do that to me, man? Like, this dude had a baby deer on a leash. You said, get him, boy. And, man, I started running across the field. Man, that's why we late getting here. I was running across the field. I said, somebody help me, please. Please. I'm rolling all over the grass and stuff. Man, I know I smell like grass right now. Man, I done left one of my shoes out there. Hey, you know what, Dirty? It's all good. I came here with one shoe on. They looking at me like, dude, is you good? I'm tired. I don't even want to talk about this deer stuff no more. Them gangster squirrels. You know what? I can't take this, man. Birds, they flying high, coming out low. What, you trying to eat me? You know what? I feel like, you know what? If the female deer want to ask me on a date, just ask me on a date. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this like this our first date. Oh, you know what? I got it, bro.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about this. I'm quite sure we all experienced this before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I'm trying not to stress out, but okay, well, we're going to get to it. So we're going to talk about 10 ways to handle a first date. I know for some of you guys who got this big old date planned this weekend, you know, it's my birthday weekend coming up, so I know how it is. So, you know, you got this big old dates planned, and, you know, some of the ladies out there might have a big date with a fella that y'all might be crushing on or whatever or whatnot. We just want to help y'all get to a point where y'all like not overly complicating things, you know. Want y'all first dates to go real smooth, man. Allen the DJ got you, Dirty. We here to help you. William J. Smith, are you really, are you ready to help the people today?
Yep, I'm ready.
Hey, Dirty, let's help these people, man. So let's start with bullet point number 1, y'all.
Okay.
I don't like to overcomplicate things.
That's good.
So, DJ, tell me this from like a standpoint, like maybe from like your experience. Like, why is it not good to not overcomplicate things? Like, why you don't want to do that?
Because, man, like if you go in there overcomplicating things, you're going to end up, the date is going to end up failing. And what you want to do is basically just keep the date simple, man.
I agree.
Yeah, keep the date simple. Take the person to a simple place that you can have time to actually talk and communicate your interests to each other.
I agree. You know, and you know, like to me, like my idea of a first date is like I like to do something with activities, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about a dinner or a movie, to me a dinner, at least on the first date, it felt like you're going through an interviewing process.
Absolutely.
You know, ask you all kind of where you from. So why should I give you a chance? I should be interviewing you. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're in an interrogation.
Right. I feel like you're in an interrogation room. That's like the whole dinner thing to me. So it kind of felt like, you know, you proving yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you guys are like going to a movie, how can I get to know you? Well, we both trying to watch the movie. So it's really like not too much dialogue going there. So I would say try to pick something where you guys have a lot of activity, where it could be like a lot of physical touching as well.
Yeah, and like when you go somewhere, try to go somewhere where like you don't have to spend that much money, because like if you're not doing it big, then don't act like you're doing it big.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know, we done seen them people play big boy,
yeah.
man. And I'm guilty of it. Let me give you a little rundown story. I remember going to the movies, man. And man, I had to be about 21, 22. I thought, yeah, I was like, what? Like, man, I got a G. Like, that ain't nothing else. You gonna buy me and my friend whatever? Yeah, come on through. I got you and your friend, boy. Man, I also thought you know what? There ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna have twice as the amount of fun. Man, let me tell y'all something, bro. I only had like $125 in my pocket. But I didn't think that they were gonna hit me like that. You know what I'm saying? And then like I couldn't act like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? So I had to play it off. Boy, we got to the movie theaters, you know what I'm saying? It was like, back then wasn't bad. It was like $7 to get in. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, $21 and some change. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. And then it was crazy because then like they started wanting something at the concession stand, and I'm like, get a large popcorn, get some nachos. Can I get a hot dog? You like, woo. So then like I got them all that. Those was like my simp days.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
simp.
They look at dude. They dog. Those were my simp days though, man. That's when I was like, I ain't understand female nature like that at the time, and I bought all this stuff, bro. Then it was like, you gonna get you something? I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I mean, I already ate already, but really did want something. I was just too broke to do it. So what we trying to say is, guys, like, don't try to play big boy if you ain't got it. Keep the day simple, man. Like, I like to do something with activities, like whether if it's going to like a wine tasting or something like that, or maybe doing like some Top Golf, and where it's not that expensive. Like y'all can have a drink or two, and y'all can indulge in some like real adult conversations.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna add to that, Al.
For sure.
Like you're absolutely right. Like you don't want to go to the day trying to spend big, and what you don't want to do is for your first date is don't do a dinner date, don't do a movie date, and don't do an expensive date for your first date. And I'm gonna break down why for each one. For your dinner date, like the reason why you shouldn't do that is because it can get expensive.
Yeah. Especially in this economy today, like it's like I think a movie nowadays, like you looking at about, if you don't go on the Tuesday and the
sometimes on Thursday,
yeah, like if you don't do that, then most likely like most dates are gonna be planned on the weekend. Man, you looking at a good $25 just to get in.
Oh yeah, and then also with that, like with it being expensive, like the girl is already trained to think like the man should be expected to pay already. Right. So you gotta already come in there with your mindset like, oh man, I'm gonna have to pay for this date. So why not keep it simple, and whatever she buys or whatever she wants, I could be able to handle it if it comes down to that.
Exactly. So like you most definitely want to have your finances in order. Like make sure like your finances is on. Like you need to be over prepared. Like have your finances on steroids, and like I ain't saying go out there spend a bag on her, because I believe in. For me to do something like that for you, you have to earn it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing no dinner dates or no movie or none of that stuff till you earn it from me. Like let me get to know you. Like that's why I said I do something like where it's like games involved, and like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like a nice wine tasting where, like y'all can enjoy each other's company, Top Golf. You know what I'm saying? Like there's many things that you could do that has to do with like activity, because I like to have a lot of physical touching going on. That's just me, dirty. So that's what I would like to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something like that where you keeping it simple. Like, man, you lucky if you spend like, what, $60? Yeah. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. Yeah, or,
Yeah, because like if you can't spend at least $40 to $60 on a woman, or even a woman to spend $60 on a man, like then you need to reprioritize your finances. But also with the movie date, like the reason why I say like don't go on a movie date for your first date is because the lack of communication. You can't communicate with each other if you're watching a movie.
Yeah, because like both of you guys are looking straight like this.
Yep.
And let's say like the movie really good. You like, man, be quiet. Oh yeah, for real. That's what's up. Because I went on a movie date like this a long time ago. Mm-hmm. The chick just kept talking. I'm like, shut up. With all due respect, please be quiet. I want to catch this part. And and now that I'm more older, now I know I'm like, yo, like, yeah, that ain't the route to go. But at that moment, I was like, oh my God, I feel be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness. Like, you know what? And I'm gonna say, if we jump to the next topic, act like I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, and I ended up moving to the back just to try to catch a little bit of the movie. Then I came back down. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, where were you at? Man, I got an altercation with security. Man, look, you gotta do what you gotta do, but. DJ time, man. I'll tell you.
No, but also for expensive dates, the reason why you don't want to do an expensive date is because you don't want to try to impress that person too hard, because now you got to keep that facade up, because now you play big boy on the first day. Now she wants another date, or he wants another date. Now you got to come out of that wallet again, and then then that person gonna want another date. Then they got to come out of that wallet again. Then all of a sudden that could put a hole in your pocket,
and it could get to draining you now, because now like that date got to take top the next date. And you know, trust me, fellas. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. And even some ladies who feel like, you know, they got by dude affection. Like, dude, look, you don't go out leading with your wallet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that, and bring me to point number 2, because I'm gonna say this: with trying to complicate things, it could do somewhat unnecessary stressing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why would you unnecessarily stress about things? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do it per se, because like the stress of like you want the candlelight dinner date, and you like you want the perfect movie, and then like you're trying to spinning in the kitchen cooking and stuff with your dad apron. Oh, come on, dirty, you're doing too much, man. Trying to make sure it's perfect. You tasted when the right seasonings on there. You like, oh yeah, bro. I'm like, dude, stop stressing. Hey, yo, bro, man, you think this good? Dog? Okay, now, okay, bro, now, like, hurry up out and get lost, bro. You coming through? You stressing too much, man. Like hey, bro, like you like this haircut? Dude should shave my beard like this. Dog, calm down, my G.
Yep.
Stop doing all this unnecessary stress and keep it simple.
Yeah, and when you don't want to stress, and what happens is you just want to just relax, man. Like when you're on a date, just relax. Yeah. Stay calm. Don't overexert yourself during the date.
Exactly.
Because the reason why you don't want to stress is because some things you just can't control, man. Yeah. You can't control some things. Like, you can't control the weather. Like, you wore a short sleeve shirt and it started to rain. You can't control that.
No, like you can't. That's what I always say, you know, like, and man, you always talk about this a lot, Will. Yeah. You know, like, you know, when you plan the dates, you know what I'm saying, and you know, like you about to go out with a chick or whatever, whatnot, or you know, you about to go out with a dude. I always check the weather like the day before, or you know, like you know, I'm always looking at something, so I'm like, dang, it's supposed to rain Saturday. Then you know, like that gives me an idea to be like, you know what, I'm gonna plan something that's indoors. You know, like where we can both like still engage in each other and have fun. You know what I mean? Because it's good to like make sure that you got everything on point, but don't stress out trying to do it. Like the more comfortable you are on the date, the more comfortable she's gonna be around you. Cause you got to remember, energy feeds off of energy.
Yep. And like you're absolutely right, Al. And like if you make the preparation, like you said before, like if you make the preparations ahead of time, it keeps stress out of your life. And also confidence keeps stress out of your life as well. And you also want to just control the situation that you can control. Like you could read the weather ahead of time and prepare yourself as far as like, okay, if it might rain, so I might need to bring me an umbrella.
Yep.
And I might need to bring 2 umbrellas because she might not have an umbrella.
There you go. And now you coming prepared.
Now you came prepared. And anyway, why are you stressing over the first date? Keep your expectations low and keep your investment low, because so that the stress won't build up from that.
And you know, like no, she's gonna be like, "Ooh, DJ, thank you so." Well, look at you coming prepared. They know they gonna do that. You know, women be wrong. Alan, you think you know something? Like, I mean, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, I'm throwing y'all some gems. Like, it's good to have those necessities just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. But I ain't talking about the old novel. Did she catch a rain puddle? Oh, hold on, put my jacket right there so you won't fall over the. Man, stop all that. Nah, we doing none of that over here now. We ain't trying to save them like that. But I'm saying though, like just be prepared for little things. Like that's why I say it's good to watch the weather. You know what I'm saying? Or good check the weather on your phone so you're like, oh okay, supposed to rain Saturday, so. Like I'm gonna tell a old girl, when we do meet up, dress accordingly, and already have something planned, and that takes unnecessary stress off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we go back to keep it simple, keep yourself relaxed, keep your energy on point at all times. Like you just want to be as calm as you can be and everything around you is just gonna go copacetic. I promise you.
Absolutely. And then like your date is not going to be perfect. Like people go in this with this mindset thinking like, oh, this first date has to be perfect. No, you have to go into the mindset of like things can go wrong, but I don't want it to go wrong. Exactly. So I'm going to always think positive. And when you think in that mode, then you're going to end up having a great date. But even if it's not perfect, sometimes you just gonna have to improvise. It's just like when like you're on stage performing. You like something can go wrong, but they still have to perform.
You know, you still got to perform, or you know, like how they say in acting, like even if you like forget a line, like you know what I'm saying, like improv. You know what I mean? Like you got to keep it going as if it makes it look natural to me. So let's say on a date, you start to sense the energy getting a little boring, like she kind of like shedding off a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's where you got to put your spidey senses on. That's where you got to try to kick it up another gear in the moment. Like, man, you know what? Like, let's do something. Hey, you know what? You ain't good in Uno. She's like, what? Boy, please. I could beat anybody. Cool. Say less. Bust out them cards. You know, do something that keep the energy flowing.
Yep.
And go get some wine while y'all at it and just have a good time, have some fun, man. Like, you don't got to do the unnecessary stressing. Like, oh, man, she quiet. And then all of a sudden now you calling one of us. Al, DJ, Will, she ain't saying nothing to me, man. Dude, like, she been quiet the whole time. Calm down, my G. Do this, do that, do this instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to not take control of the situation, man. Because if not, she already gonna know, like, there's most definitely not gonna be a second date.
Yeah, if you call me, I ain't answering the phone, bro.
Exactly. Like, bro, like, that's kind of lame, dog. Like,
I'm really not, bro.
No, because, like, you know, had people in the past do that. Hell, bro, she ain't saying nothing. Man, man, get back out there and go talk to her, man. What you doing? Like, dude, like, bust out this. You know, like, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Oh, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. You told me that, bro. Like, man, this show turned out good, dude. Man, bro, you good? Nah, man, see, like, that's something that you should know. Like, you supposed to always have all your angles covered. Because even when y'all, like, that's why I always say, what's gonna bring me to my next point. Cut down the text and when y'all first meet each other and meet each other in person. So, like, if y'all exchange numbers. Let's say, like, you know, you met her in the mall or something, or, you know, you met her on maybe online dating or whatever or whatnot. Let's get ready to cut down this texting a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be pen pals now. Cut down the texting and set up something where y'all can meet in person. So, like, my first thing that I like to do, DJ, like, when I meet somebody in person, like, either I pull up to your crib or you can come up to my crib. I can stand outside or we could take a walk around the track, the park, or whatever. Let me get to know you. Like, let me get a feel out for you for what I'm dealing with in person. Yep. Then from there, I like to set up a date. That's me.
Absolutely. And, like, what texting does is, like, it takes away the verbal communication and the face-to-face interaction. Yep. And then texting also takes away the emotional connection that you can get when you in face-to-face interaction. Exactly.
So, like, let's say, like, if you texting, right, the texting should be when you're about to set up a date, or, hey, look, I'm about to pull up, or you know what I'm saying, let me know when you're available. You know what I'm saying? Like, Saturday be fine at this time. Cool. End of story. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time when you should be texting. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know, like, you're not trying to text paragraphs to tell me more about you, and you got to type all this crap, bro. Like, that's doing too much. You're gonna start getting uninterested, and things around you get to happening because everybody's attention spans are short.
Yeah.
So then, like, now you trip. Oh man, dang, bro, she texts me back faster. Hey, calm down, my G. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always say, let's set up something, because, like, a real man gonna meet you in person. Hey, that's cool, you know, texting, okay, cool, but let's set up something where we can meet. Then once I meet you, then, like, I can see what type of personality I'm dealing with. Yep. So then I know what type of date that I can set up. Fellas, listen to this. You meet them in person first. I don't care if we just about to, hey, we met each other. Now you see what I look like. I see what you look like. I ain't no catfish. You ain't no catfish. All right, cool. Let's set up something. And then that's when you take it from there. And then when you set up something, be in control as a man. You should never sweat or panic, man. Don't do no unnecessary stress, and take control and cut down that texting as much as possible if you can help it.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, what texting does also is, like, it also, like, give people a hard time to actually approach people or to actually formulate questions on the fly.
Yep.
Because like when you're texting while you're on a date, like you're thinking like that person, you thinking to that person like, man, I might be person might be uninterested, but really they're not uninterested. They're just looking at their phone.
Exactly.
But because there's no connection there, now all of a sudden that other person thinks the opposite of what the date really is.
Exactly. And, you know, like your mind can be playing tricks on you. That's why I say I like to cut down the texting, because the conversation might can start on the app. It might can even start on the website or whatever the case may be, right? But it shouldn't stay there for too long. Like the goal for it is not to stay there too long. The goal is to set up something where we can dialogue with each other in person, because then that way you can get engaged with their facial expressions, their body language. You can start to get a sense of their emotions. Or, damn, okay, when I met old girl, she not the playing type. Or I met old girl, you know, she kind of like to joke a lot more. So I think I know the perfect scenario for us to go to. Like, we can go to a comedy special. You know what I'm saying? Do something where, you know, like, that way, you know what I'm saying, like, y'all can see what each other like, and words can go a long way, because words is energy. So then, you know, like, that way, like, the relationship can go further, because, like, y'all both can go from there. So you most definitely want to, maybe want to do some physical interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I might be like, girl, you crazy, but I might do a soft hug, might be hugging on you a little bit. You know what I mean? I can't do that in no text message. Like, come on, man.
No. And then, like, also with texting, what it does is it eliminates any type of connection or any bond that you can develop on the particular date.
Facts. And that's another thing that you want to do. So now, as you set up the date and everything, what do we need that's most important, ladies and gentlemen? We need confidence. Need confidence. So you could be the most butt ugliest person in the world, but I want you to feel like you're confident, because there's something about you that you got that's special. Then, because God made us all different, but he made us all special in our own unique way. Some people might be 6'4" or 6'2", DJ. Some people might have the looks, or, you know, some people might have perfect teeth. Al. Some people might be nonchalant. Will. But it's like some chicks like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you got to figure out your attributes and what makes you special. And assume that with confidence, like not being too cocky or nothing like that. But let's say, for an example, like, you know, it could be a scary movie now. So, like, y'all on date 4. You know, you scared of, oh, man, I ain't scared of nothing, baby. I got this. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she live under your jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all watch a scary movie together. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, the confidence. Like, you think you know what you're doing. Candles lit. You got the crib smelling good. You got the air freshener plugs in the thing, man, and everything smelling, like, good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you set the mood right. She's just so comfortable, she don't even want to leave. And just your confidence of, like, yeah, like, I took control of this whole night. That's what they want, Dirty.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to take it from a different angle. Like, the way that, like, a lot of people should boost their confidence is by, first, dress nice, man.
There you go.
Sometimes you need to smell good, man, because when you smell good,
you
feel good, and you'll boost your confidence up that way, because it's gonna do. It's gonna gain compliments, and when you gain compliments, that means it's gonna elevate the confidence. And also, working out is good for you, because now you got something else to talk about on the date, and getting a good skincare routine, keeping your hair cut.
There you go.
Can also increase your increase the compliments and increase your confidence, because now you're steady gaining more conversation by your appearance. So all she gonna do is probably address what you're doing, what you're wearing, how you smell, all that stuff. All this is conversation starters.
Exactly. And then people better pay attention to this too. Power of confidence come from what? Your body language.
Yep.
Ooh. Say that again now. The power of confidence comes from your body language. So if I'm standing all nervous and I'm going like this with my hands and I'm looking around and stuff, that looks like a guy that's not as confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy that look like he's about to take over the night. But if I'm standing there confident with my posture straight, looking at you dead in your eyes, giving you a lot of eye contact as we dialoguing, ooh. She gonna love that. She like, ooh, this man confident. Hey, like, you think you know what you doing? Oh, man, something like that. Or, you ain't doing nothing. but really you is, and she know it.
Yep.
Or you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you just making her just feel like so she gushing now and on the inside because of the way, like DJ said, you carry yourself, the way you smell, the way you talk, the way you touching on her, the way you exuding the whole energy in the whole room is just exuding with what confidence. May joke a lot and all that, but outside of work, I'm a whole different dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want. Like to the point where they be like, man, like you different. Like I didn't play for you to be this way outside of work. Yeah, mama, you know, that's me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just relax, you just talking to her. You ain't, you know, like I guess like the tone of your voice can exert how confident you are too. So just know that, like people pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah. Then also like when you want to boost your confidence, like being yourself boosts your confidence, man. Because you don't want to go into anything being fake or not being who you really are. And also living a life of abundance boosts your confidence.
Exactly.
And you know, me and you, Al, always talk about that. And the
Yeah.
reason why the abundance boosts your confidence is because even if the date doesn't go well, you won't have a problem finding another date.
There you go. Because, and I'm not trying to make this sound like real red pillish or nothing like that, but you know, like your confidence have to be as if you ain't acting right and you acting like really rude and disrespectful on the date, yo, you can find the door because you can be replaced. Because one thing we not gonna do in this room, us, me, DJ Will, tolerate no disrespect. I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many women is made in this world? You know what I'm saying? So there's one thing that, you know, we're not gonna do. Tolerate no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And that's the confidence that I'm like, wow, dang, this dude ain't playing. No, because I know my value and what I could bring to the table, so I don't have to put up with your mess. You know what I mean? And vice versa, ladies, like y'all should feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Be confident and, you know, to the point where you feel like this dude don't got his stuff together and, you know, like he lacking the things that you should be taking care of as a man. Dude, I don't got time for this, especially as the older you get. It's like your patience be short. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dude, no. Oh, we ain't 18 years old here. Like, we ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you playing these childish games. Like, nah, I'm not finna play like that. You know what I'm saying? Who texts first and, you know, all that. You get mad, you hang up the phone to me. You hang up the phone to me, it's like you killed me. And I'm gonna tell you that right now because I'm not calling you back and you will be on the block list. I don't play that. I do not tolerate no disrespect. Ooh. I ain't taking no slice from nobody. I'm not playing that.
No.
And that's just my confidence.
There you go. And now moving on to bullet point number 5 is up your listening game.
Facts.
And this is important, man. Like, this is real important. Because, like, communication is definitely the key to developing any type of relationship. And the reason why I say that is because with communication, listening increases your communication with the person by reciprocating what your date actually said.
Exactly. Because if you all about you, for an example, right, and, you know, we all like to talk about ourselves to a degree. Please don't get me wrong. But if you overdoing it, well, like, I get this, and I got this, and I got this, and my degree says this, and I took biological you know, just look how Will J. Smith look like. She gonna be bored. She gonna be like this. And he gonna start looking in the sky like, "Ooh, it's time to go." You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna be bored. Like no, like, you know, like you don't want to do that. So up your listening game, because it could be a particular food that she can't eat because she's allergic to it, and maybe on the third date you can remember it. You know what I'm saying? So like you might be like, hey, you know what? I thought of this nice little seafood spot, and I remember you said that you can't have Italian because you're allergic to that, right? She might be like, yeah. So I got you. I got this nice little seafood spot. I think we're gonna enjoy it. And that's opening up your listening game, where, you know, you can say, hey, so how's your daughters doing again? Oh, you remember? Yeah, like you said, you had a 4-year-old and a 12-year-old. Like, how they doing?
Mm-hmm.
Or how's your mom? Like, is she still you know, battling cancer? Or I remember you was telling me that, and you know, like, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like, do like a nice gesture for her, you know, like, I got this, maybe she'll enjoy it. I remember, you know, you said like your mom like red wine, and here goes some red wine. and she might be blown away. Like, what? I can remember. He remembered this, or just remembering the little things. Like, I remember, and I know we don't know each other that good, but we get into that stage where we starting to get to feel each other out, and I believe somebody got a birthday today. What? How you know my birthday? Oh my God, boy, you think you doing something? Oh, now you got her. Like, yeah, it's your birthday today, so I want you to get dressed in about a couple hours, and I got something for us.
Yeah,
that's up in your listening game.
There you go. And like what listening does to you is like it helps you understand what your date wants in a mate and in a relationship. Like tons of relationships fall apart because of the lack of communication. Exactly. And like here's are like a few ways where like you can up your listening game if you already haven't upped your listening game. What you can do is like keep eye contact, man. It's important because that keeps you focused on the target, which meaning that's your date. Exactly. Second of all, ask questions from the conversation. So if she's conversating to you about something, ask a question about what she just conversated about. Exactly. That makes you alert and more aware of like everything that she's saying. Then also you want to compliment when you compliment her, you want to compliment her from the neck up. And then also you want to respond to the conversation with an action, meaning that if she say like, I want a man to do this or do that, or I want a man to show me affection, display that action, meaning that at the end of the day, you kiss her or you hug her, something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And, it's also, what I'm saying? Like if you're making it too much about yourself, it's a recipe for failure. Mm-hmm. Because you ever notice, and I'm gonna take it from the negative standpoint, mm-hmm. when she might have said something about how many years she went to school, how she family oriented, and then you still about yourself, right? And then she might get to a point where you might have chicks, you might even tell you this, like, do you listen to anything I say, or why does it always gotta be about you? You know what I mean? Because at this point you too cluttered within your own self that you're not upping in your listening game and you're not paying attention to what she want and what she need. So if she's telling you, because like most chicks would tell you like this how they like to be treated. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like this what they want from a man, but you so stuck in yourself and got your head so far up your butt that you missing all the signals and all the signs, and she throwing them right at you, you know what I'm saying? But you're missing everything because it's, I got my 5 degrees from Harvard and I went to Johns Hopkins for biologically a chemist, and then I'm currently working on my law firm. Okay, if you ain't giving me no money, I don't want to hear that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't want to hear that. I'm just keeping it a bean. Like, I just don't want to hear that. Like, okay, what you gonna do for me and my kids though? Since you got all these degrees, you want to talk about this and that. So you ain't asked her how was your day, how you feeling, did you eat today? Listen to what she wants sometimes. Like, listen to what she's trying to tell you. And that's some things that, you know what I'm saying, you want to do to at least handle a first date is listen. Up your listening game. Listen to the key details. Because if you don't, it's a recipe for disaster.
There you go.
And I'm going to stay with the next point. Be true to yourself, man. Be yourself. Man. DJ, why is it important for people to be themselves? Hey, William J. Smith, I'm going to ask you, Dirty. Why is it important for people to be themselves? Like, where do people go wrong at?
For not being themselves. Because they, they be fronting and everything, somebody that they not.
So, like, for an example, you know that you ain't got no $20,000 in your bank account, but you front like you do.
Yep.
So she's going to start treating you as such. And then now, like, you're going to be this tough gangster and you're going to prove that you're a superhero. Hey, is he looking at you? Man, well, hey, you know, like, they do. Calm down, my G. Yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, see dudes in the gym, they getting the cuffing their girl up even extra strong, dirty. Chill out, man. I don't nobody want your girl, man. Yeah. Or now, like, you're struggling with that weight. You know what I'm saying? They want to pick up some 85s. Like, come on, dude. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, man. Be yourself, man.
They do that all the time.
Man, be yourself, dude. Because in the 21st century, you know what I'm saying, of the society that we living in today, we already in a lot of competition. Mm-hmm. But what's gonna make you stand out from everybody else is you're gonna be like, he not trying to pretend, or like he not trying to be something that he not. He's just himself. Like me at work, I'm just myself.
Yeah.
This is who my true nature. I'm just a goofy dude. But I'm also intelligent, I'm assertive, I'm a listener. I'm very business savvy, and we all about our business in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like DJ just more mellow tone, he more serious. But he got moments when he funny. He just got at me in the car. They was all ripping me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just us being ourselves. So when you like that on the date, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna make a woman feel more comfortable. Because if you're not a vegan, for an example, like why you pretend to be a vegan because she won?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or two, she might not be a vegan, but you think that this is what oppresses her. You seen her eating a few healthy things. Yeah, I'm gonna have me a salad burger. like, come on, bro, really? Like, dirty, stop. And you know, doggone well stuff nasty.
Yeah.
Like, come on, though, or eating a pho two burger. I mean, what you call that? I've got them is it 4-2 or a 4-2?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. But anyways, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But, come on, man. Like, or eating oyster crackers, man. Stop playing, bro. Be yourself, man.
Yeah, and like the reason why you want to be yourself is because like when you're not yourself, you start to become fake, and when you become fake, you start to lie.
Yep.
And when you start to lie to people about who you are, then you got to keep that lie going throughout the relationship. Meaning, like, if you're going on a date with somebody and you're starting off as a different person, even if you didn't technically tell them that lie or tell them a specific lie about who you are, your personality just lied to her.
Exactly.
Meaning that the person that you're putting on for her or him, like, you're basically putting on a facade. And if that person wants to keep going on dates with you, you're going to have to keep up that facade.
Yep.
And after a while, that person is going to expose you because you can't keep that facade forever.
Right. So, like, say, like, you lie, saying you got $20,000, $30,000. And, you know, so, like, you might only have probably 3 or 4 bands in your account. Yeah, let's start off good. Oh, yeah, baby, I don't care. Oh, yeah, order that up. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, them funds get to running low. Now, like, you know what I'm saying? She want to start doing this and that. Now, like, you starting to put stuff off, or you like, I got to do this, or, like, you know, man, I got to help my guy move. And she like, okay, but then she going to start putting 2 and 2 together. Like, he said he was this, or he said he was doing that, or I thought you went to school for business communication, you said.
Yeah.
You didn't say that you went to school. So what time frame that? Okay. It ain't sounding right. So then now you got to tell another lie on top of that lie. And then it just started getting ridiculous after a while. Then it just starts sounding like a tangle web full of mess.
Yeah.
And then how you first started off going to certain expensive places. Now all of a sudden, man, like I just think we should just keep it simple tonight and just go here. No, that's the way you started off dirty. So that's the way that she gonna want it.
Yep.
So, you know, that's why we always say, man, be yourself. Like, hey, I ain't beg to, like, you know, like I ain't do beg the proud to say, hey, look, especially back in the day, I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that. We can go to McDonald's to get us a few burgers and chill, and go to the store get some popcorn. Like, y'all know how it was back in the day. Like, hey, look, man, I ain't got it like that. We can go to KFC and get a 20-piece and chill.
Yep. Nah, but like also, what being true to yourself does is like it helps you become honest. And when you're honest with your date, like, and even if the date doesn't go well or whatever, like, then it's no skin off your back because you ain't got to see that person no more.
Exactly.
And it keeps you open with that person to where, like, okay, like if I tell you something and the date doesn't go well, then I know it ain't gonna get out because I ain't gonna see you no more anyway.
Exactly.
And you ain't gonna care nothing about me.
Exactly. And, you know, like, and my thing is this, man, like, we too often try to measure our own worth against what we perceive to be as winning. And the results of that is we trying to intimidate or, like, improve to others what we're doing instead of finding our own way. So what I mean by that is, like, you're trying to pretend to, like, you have all these accolades and really you may be even trying to work towards them, or, you know what I'm saying, you're attempting to work towards them. Dude, be yourself. Yeah. It's okay to say, hey, look, like right now, like I don't got it like that, but I'm in school for business communication, and you know what I'm saying, like I'm just trying to get my life together right now. You know what I'm saying? She's going to respect that a lot better. So it's so subconsciously in her mind or subconsciously in his mind, he can say, yeah, like, oh, baby girl probably got a few dollars, but, you know, she ain't doing it like that. So they're not going to come at you as hard. And then when you being yourself, it's easy to just woosah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can live within your truth. You can sleep comfortable at night.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Where you talking about, yeah, you know, like, check out the keys to my Beamer. You know what I'm saying? And, like, all of a sudden, where your Beamer at?
Yep.
Oh, man, you know, right now, man, you know, like, it's still in the shop. How long you going to keep saying that lie for? Be yourself.
Yeah.
And then always come to the date with what? Positive vibes.
Positive vibe. But right before we jump into that, like, I think the reason why people don't be true to themselves is because they fear rejection, man.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they really do fear rejection.
Because some been rejected so much in their life, or some maybe had struggles with getting women, or maybe getting men in their life that they feel like this is the way that I have to keep them.
Yep.
So I'm going to leave you off with this, man. Be yourself. You don't got to do all that. It's not that serious. Nobody's worth that. You know what I'm saying? To just keep lying to like that. And I say just come to the day with positive vibes, because it keeps the conversation light and it keeps the conversation upbeat. And y'all could be engaged and focusing and sharing each other's interests and also experiences. So, like, y'all could talk about what y'all experience, what y'all like, what y'all don't like. And, you know, like y'all just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all might have, like, a little drink or something. You know, like, y'all just chilling out. Y'all vibing.
Yep. And stop being negative on a date, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you're negative, then negative things will happen on the date. And, like, what type of positive vibes you can get on a date or the ways that you can have positive vibes on a date, is you can meditate before the date even starts. You can manifest or even pray. That helps keep the positive vibes on the date.
Most definitely.
Or even preparing for the date early can help you have positive vibes, because now you coming into the date with everything prepared and scheduled promptly and everything prepared accordingly, to the point to where, like, if something does happen and something that you can't control, you can either improvise or you already got it on hand.
There you go. Like, always have like a plan B. So in case if a plan A ain't working, you always got a plan B. So you say, dang, like, man, they sold out on that movie. Hey, you know what, mama, don't need a trip. I got something else for us to do.
Yep.
And make sure it's fun. So, like, let's say if y'all might have scheduled to go to a comedy show, but all of a sudden now let's say you wasn't prepared and them tickets are like just sold out. Mm-hmm. And you like, okay, I remember on the second day she said, you know, she like bowling. So you might be like, you know what, I got something for us to do. I'm gonna take you up on that challenge, little mama. What? I bet I spank you in bowling. What? You ain't gonna do. You know, let's do it then. Put your strength to the test. I'll say less. So then, like, now, like, y'all having fun, y'all bowling, y'all laughing, y'all cracking jokes at each other. Then, like, y'all can sit down and, you know, maybe eat some pizza, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Just have a conversation. You know, or maybe have a drink and y'all just vibing out, man. And then she might be like, you know what? This was actually funner than what we always, you know, what we had originally planned the first day. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we had planned earlier, it didn't turn out, but, like, we ended up having fun anyway. That's what it's all about. And like, I believe that's what DJ's saying. Yep. Make sure you just come prepared.
Yep. And, like, we'll move on to bullet point number 8 is be free to ask questions and be open to questions.
Yes.
That's important, man.
Very important. And why you say that, though, DJ? Like, why should people be important to asking questions and also being important to accepting questions?
Because, like, when you ask questions, you find out so much about the person, and you find out if that's the person you want to pursue long term. And then you want to be open with the questions, because that you don't want to be closed off, because then that person might have disinterest in you because you're so closed off.
Exactly. And the reason why I always say be open to questions or asking questions, because it can encourage more deeper conversations, you know what I'm saying? And also asking more questions, keep it more simple with yes or no answers. So, you know, like, as y'all, like, indulging in questions or questions that she might be asking, you can, and be prepared, because it can probably get uncomfortable. but the goal is to always stay even keeled. Oh, no, I mean, like, I didn't mean to ask you that, but have you ever said this stuff? You know what? I don't mind answering that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta shrug it off as if it doesn't bother you, and it could probably get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get down like that, or, you know, nah, mama, like, little stuff like that, like, I don't do. You know, she might ask you, do you smoke?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, mama, like, you know, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't judge who do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long have you been smoking? So as you asking me a question, I could take that same question and flip it and ask you as well. Or, okay, like, she might ask you, like, how long you been to school and X, Y, and Z, and, you know, like, it could get, like, really intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could get intense about what you're looking for in a relationship and where does she see herself fitting in that. And you got to be prepared to answer these questions and also be able to hit her back with, where do you see me fitting that in your schedule?
Yep.
So as you getting questions asked and you answering them, because always be a man and answer them. Because remember, my fellas over here, we ain't dodging nothing.
Yep.
But be prepared to throw them back questions as well.
Yeah.
Put them back in the fire and see what they say.
Yeah. And like, you want to avoid questions like personal information, questions about like sex questions, and you also want to avoid questions about your ex or any questions that only sparks just your interest, not the other person's interest.
Exactly.
So for an example, like if you like sports and you ask the person, do they like sports, and they say no, don't keep talking about sports. Just cut that conversation off and talk about something else.
Flip it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gonna forget that you like sports, you know what I'm saying? But just kind of flip it. Be like, oh, okay, you don't watch sports? Okay, though, what do you like watching? You know, she might say she like Lifetime movies, or, you know, like they like to watch like a lot of TV series. You know what I'm saying? So you can be like, oh, okay, for sure. Like, and if you know a little bit about it, get to talking about it. Like, hey, like, you remember that one episode of such and such? Hey, she was a trip, wasn't she? You know what I'm saying? And like, that can get the conversation going. So, you know, like, you most definitely want to be that type of guy, you know, who is like free to like accept anything that comes his way and you comfortable with it. And then, you know, like, it can lead the conversation to more deeper conversations, because I always tell guys, like, you know, we always gonna have sex on our mind as men, but you can't let that be your end all be all, because you could turn women off. So we can't go into every conversation thinking like that. You got to let that type of stuff build up, because it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get to know you and see where your brains is at. Like, let me ask you questions to see how you are in the relationship. Like, I need to know all these little things so I know what I'm dealing with. Because then you can say, okay, you know what, this date ain't gonna work for me. I think I'm gonna end this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But like, I'm gonna get through this day because we promised, but she ain't for me, man.
Yep. And then like the key to asking questions is that it keeps the conversation going so that you can develop an attachment with that person.
Exactly. And
like, no short answers. And men, I got to get on men about that, because men are key on short answers because of the fact that, like, they try to be too masculine or try to stay in frame too long. And for you to build an attachment, you got to kind of be a little bit more loose, man.
Remember the one cat that he's all like, asked us for advice about dating, and he went on a date.
Yeah.
And he was like this. Dude, what is you doing, bro? Like, Al, look, I'm holding frame. Man, she said, what is wrong with him? She was looking. Oh, my God.
The whole pose and everything.
And then you put our name out there. Alan, the DJ told me to be like this. Hey, man, I ain't tell you to be like nothing, bro. Don't do that.
Tell you that, dog.
It was like this. And then like most people saying it to herself. Whole frame? I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, oh, I can't talk to him no more, man. I guess this, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Fellas, don't do that, man. Don't be too masculine. You're like, yeah, no, nah, man, I never did that. You know, dog, man, be cool, man. Be yourself. Just be chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, don't do all that. And don't go into the date overthinking.
Definitely, man. Stop overthinking on a date, man. Please do, man.
This is like, tripping, man, for real.
Yeah, stop overthinking on the day, man, and also stop over preparing for the day, man. Like, like we said before, keep it simple, man.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah, because it's only your first date. Like, you don't need to overindulge in like activities like, oh, I'm gonna take her to the movies, then I'm gonna take her bowling, then I'm gonna take her out to eat. Like, bro, you overdoing it, bruh.
Or too like, hey, bro, she coming by here. Hey, like, and he like, yeah, you see him in the kitchen whipping up stuff. He dancing and playing music going on like this, sprinkling seasoning in the food. Like,
I know, right?
Dog, bro, you overdoing it, bro. Like, oh no, bro. Like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go to the store, go pick out the perfect candles, bro. Dog, like this right here gonna smell like honeysuckle melon. Like, dude, what are you doing, bro?
I know, right?
You overthinking. You ain't even gotta do all that, bro. You can do it like this and just keep it simple. Invite her over, had the house smelling good, had the house clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have candles and all. Okay, dirty, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to set the mood right, have some little music playing. Ask her, you know, what kind of movie she want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could go on Netflix and, you know what I'm saying, watch a little bit of whatever y'all want to watch, a Tubi, and chill out, man. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. That's what kind of movies do she like watching? Yeah. Keep it simple. You don't got to do all that extra stuff. And this is going to bring me to my final point.
Mm-hmm. Choosing
the nice setting and the correct dress attire. Okay. So let's keep this like very like appropriate.
Okay.
So how we gonna do this, DJ? So now let's say she asked you on a date.
Okay.
Or let's say you asked her on a date. Cause you know, like, look, it's 2024. Women asking you now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so let's say you agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about the setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of setting would it be? How would you dress? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna keep it? Because, like, all the women right now watching you, Dirty. So, you know, I got to put you on the spot, Dirty. So,
yeah,
what we gonna do?
Oh, for the first day, like, what we gonna do is, like, we're gonna go somewhere where, like, if the weather is nice, we're gonna go somewhere and go for a walk and go somewhere where I'm not going to spend a lot of money because I do actually want to get to know the person first.
For sure.
Before I spend any type of cash on that particular person.
Facts. What about you, William J. Smith? You know, yeah, man, look at it. He was like, hey, drinking his water. He was like,
he straightened up his shirt.
Well, on the first day, I want to try to get to know a person. We'll be doing like a little dialogue, you know. Like, I have to go with DJ said, just like, you know, if the mood was right, we could just, you know, take a walk.
For sure. Like, with me, you know, like, I like to keep things simple, but I'm more of like an activity type of guy. So I like to plan something where we both are having fun, you know, like, where I'm going to dress cool, you know, like, you know, I'm you know, do some Levi jeans, you know, I might do a polo or maybe a button up with a sweater vest. I don't gotta put no tie and all that. Like, that's how we're doing it. You know, I was gonna keep it casual, but keep it like simple. You know what I'm saying? And either if let's say if it's the fall, have me some nice boots on. You know what I mean? And you know, like we going somewhere like it's really classy but mature, like where we can still have fun. So, you know, like I like wine tastings a lot. Yeah, we could try different wines. We could talk about why you like this wine, why you don't like that wine. We could both experience another different type of wine together. And then as we finally feel like a little buzz, that's the perfect time to do some activities. And, you know, that's when we can go to a place where like they might have like rock climbing. Man, they might have like bumper cars, racing cars, you know, some playing games, you know, something like extravagant but fun. You know, we just going to keep it simple, like where, you know, we're not spending a lot of money, but, you know, we're doing just enough where we're having fun and I can get to know you.
Yeah, and then, like, you're absolutely right, Al. And, like, for me, I would actually do that for, like, the second day. Go and do something where, like, we can both participate in an activity. Because after I done built that connection on the first day, now I want to build a closer connection physically. So now the second day allows me that by going off and doing an activity like bowling. Now I get to see your real personality.
There you go.
And now I can get that emotional attachment. Now I can get that physical connection and that bond with you now to where like I could grow that attachment even more to where like now I got you.
Because, you know, like you want to make sure the scenery is perfect. So like now, like if I'm first just getting to know you and, you know, we just changing numbers and now we finna set up something. Yeah, like let's meet up for coffee. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk. You know, like let me let me fill you out. You know what I'm saying? Now you met me, and you can bring anybody that you want to bring, because I want you to be comfortable. You want to bring your sister or anybody you want to bring them. You know, I just want you to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? I'm Alan. You know, we sit down. We might have dialogue in a text before, so I might already had a coffee that you like already. You might, oh wow, you know, because I up my listening game. I'm listening to you, and you know, we sitting there talking. You know, we carry on like a good maybe hour conversation. You know. Then that's when we'll set up something for the next date. And then when you start setting up something for the second date, that's when it's important to start to choose like the right setting and the right dress attire. And tell her tell her how you want her to come. Like, hey, mama, look, we're gonna do this tonight, so I want you to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, wear something that you feel comfortable in, because we're gonna do a lot of activities. So she's gonna already know, okay, I know what we're doing. Like, you want her to have a nice dress on with some heels, and like y'all doing something very sporty, fine. You know what I mean? So, you know, keep it simple, man, and make sure like the mood is right.
Yeah, and it's important to dress for the occasion, because like when you dress for the occasion and you got one person dressing for one event and you got another person dressing for another event, then it throws off the whole entire date, because that other person is not prepared to do the activity that you're about to do.
So like, let's say for an example now, like you dealt with a chick and she like, dude, like I didn't know we was doing this. You should have told me. Yeah. Oh my God,
I done seen people do that where like they'll go bowling and like a girl wearing high heels, but she didn't expect, she wearing high heels with a dress on, and she didn't expect to go bowling. Now she got a bowl with a dress on.
Exactly, because then nobody tell her. But let's wrap it up with the Alan and DJ's final thought. DJ, well, what's your final thought for the people as far as like how to handle the first date?
What you want to do is just keep the date simple, man, and don't overthink. Go into the date with low expectations, because like if the date doesn't go good, then you know that in your back of your mind you don't got to see that person anymore.
Exactly. And you know, I always say, you know what I'm saying, go into the date, man, stress free. Don't overcomplicate things. You know, just come in there just being yourself, man, with positive vibes. And then always at the end of the day, express your enjoyment. Express, hey, like I had a great time. How did you feel? You know what I'm saying? And if she had a great time, take charge, lead in. You know, like give her, you know what I'm saying, like a nice soft kiss or something, or just give her a nice little big hug, you know, let her know, hey, until next time, you know. Yeah. And y'all can set up something for y'all to meet and have like another encounter. And until then, this is the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us on Gmail at Alan and DJ Show. You can also find us on Alan and DJ Show on YouTube. You can also find us at the Alan and DJ fan page on Facebook. And you can find my personal Facebook and IG, Alan Hutchinson on Facebook and Instagram. And you can find William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook as well. Until next time, these are the ways we feel like you should handle a first date. Don't stress out, fellas. Just stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
Yeah.